Good morning, my dear students. Today we are generally looking for the coronavirus situation, and because of that, our school, Rashtramatha Jidava English School, provide a video lecture to the students. Now, today we are generally looking forward to the education because education never stops, and right now we have to study, and because of our study we are generally looking for the class 9th first lecture of the subject science, and it is class 9th, the science 2. Today I am giving the video of science 2, classification of the plants, and it is the first lecture. We all know about the study of the plants. Previous year, class 8 standard, 7th standard and 6th standards, we are generally looking about the characteristics of the plant and different characteristics about the living organism. What is living organism? We all know about the different characteristics of living organism. But in the living organism, there is only two types of living things, and these two living things are plants and animals. Many scientists are generally contribute their contribution in the field of the classification of the plant. But one of the most important scientists, whose name is Robert Whittaker, explained his 5 kingdom method. This 5 kingdom method is there. Robert Whittaker's 5 kingdom method. He explained his contribution in 1959. Living organisms are classified into two main types. These two main types are prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells are different from each other. Prokaryotic cell consists of only one type of kingdom, is called as Monera kingdom. But eukaryotic cells are fully developed cells. They have distinct nucleus, and many organelles are also present into the eukaryotic cells. But in the prokaryotic cell, they are underdeveloped cells. They does not have any kind of distinct nucleus as well as developed nucleus, and cell organelles are also absent in that prokaryotic cells. Now we are studying about the eukaryotic cells. These eukaryotic cells are divided into two types. These two types, unicellular organism and multicellular organism. In the unicellular organism, there is a kingdom of Protista kingdom. And in the multicellular organism, it is also divided into two types, with cell wall and without cell wall. With cell wall. What is cell wall? A word. There is a word. Cell wall. What is cell wall? Cell wall, it is the protective covering of the cells, which is present only in the plants. It is not present in the animal. It is present into the plants. So that is why with cell wall means it is the kingdom of plant. Also it is the fungi. But now without cell wall means cell wall are absent. Instead of cell wall, they have only cell membrane, and this is the kingdom of Animalia. Then we are looking forward about the with cell wall. So with cell wall is divided into two types again. First is autotrophs and another is heterotrophs. Autotrophs. What is autotrophs? Autotrophs means they can perform the photosynthesis process. They prepare their own food. So that is why they are autotrophs. Auto means self, and trophs means they can generally create their own food. So that is why they are called as autotrophs. In the autotrophs, there is the kingdom of Plantae. So it is plants. In a simple language, we call them as a plant. Heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means they are generally depend on another animal for getting food. So fungi, it is the kingdom in it. With cell wall, it is Animalia. We are not generally study this kingdom this year. It is for the next year, class 10th. This five kingdom method is very important for all the classes 8, 9th, 10th, 11 and 12. We have to looking forward about that five kingdom method. This method explained by the Robert Whittaker in 1956. These are the MCQ questions for class 10th, 11th and 12th. So here you have to memorize it, as well as the kingdom method, Robert Whittaker's, and name of the method is five kingdom method. So it is generally structure which is we studied last year and class 7 also. But in the 9th standard science 2 section, we classify the plants. We have to classify the plants. Many plants are around us, and it is the evergreen, lush green kingdom, and is the most important kingdom for animals also, because animals also in the heterotrophic group. They are not preparing their food, so we are depending upon the plant. So that is why we have to study about the plants, and we have to classify the plants. So before the classification of the plant, we have to look at the base of classification. How to classify the plants? Many plants around us, and these plants have different characteristics. Every plants have different characteristics. None of the plant have similar characteristics. So that is why we have to classify it. And how to classify? On the basis of the classification. It is the base of the classification. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base of the classification. 5 main base of the classification. So look into it. Presence and absence of the organ. Base of classification number 1 is presence and absence of organ. What is in the organ? Organ of the plant. We have to looking about the plant and only memorize of the plant. Only generally we have to search of the plant's organ. So which of the organ of the plant is called as leaf, root, its stem, it's generally another tissues and another organs which is generally looking in the plants. Then another base of the classification is presence and absence of the conducting tissues. Two types of tissues are present in the plant. First, xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem conducting the water and nutritious elements within the plant, as well as it is conducting the food and nutritious element is transported to the all over the parts of the plant. So presence and absence of the conducting tissue is the second base of the classification. Then third base of the classification. Do the plant bear seed or not? Seed. Seed is the reproductive organ of the plant. So reproduction is important characteristics of the living organism. So some plants bear seeds, some plants does not. So it is the base of the classification. Do the plant bear seeds or not? Next base of the classification is whether the seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not. Whether the seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not. Means it have fruit or not. If there is a fruit, the seeds are enclosed into the plants or external part of the fruit. So that is why seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not. Within the fruit or external part of the fruit. Internal the fruit or external part of the fruit. It is the fourth base of the classification. Next, number of cotyledons in the seed. Number of cotyledons, monocot and dicot, are the base of the seeds. So in the seeds, cotyledons means number of seeds. One seed it is called as monocot, and more than one seed is called as dicot. So it is the fifth base of classification. So these are the 5 bases of the classification. And before the classification, we have to study which are the classification groups. Mainly there are two groups. First group is cryptogams. It's called as cryptogams. And second group is phenologams. Cryptogams and phenologams. It is the group of classification. Cryptogams have 3 divisions. Phenologams have 2 divisions. So, in this chapter of classification of plant, we are studying about this. And it is very easy chapter. It is not a hard chapter. It is very easy to understand, and we have to generally write the notes. These are the first chapter and first class of Rashtramatha Jizau English School Chikri. So our students have to memorize it, learn it, and write down these notes. It is very important to you. As well as because of the corona crisis, we are just not opening the schools right now. A decision of the government is generally getting after some days, but before that education never stops. So that is why we have to study, and for the study this video lecture is given to you. Science is the most important factor of the study, so that is why I am generally focusing on the class 9th, and it is the first lecture. Next lecture will be given you tomorrow. Right now it is end of the lecture. Thank you.